It's 8 p.m. on this feel-good Saturday, which means it's time for Trendz Live. Here's what's coming up on the show tonight. It's a very small town with big ambitions where fashion meets horses. The Dundee July festivities have become a significant event for the Dundee community in KwaZulu-Natal. In its fifth year, the Supercar Rhino Run continues to evolve into a major charity event. These hypercars, built for speed and performance, to mention a few, never cease to turn heads. It was held at the Kyalami Grand Prix Circuit, and for many car enthusiasts alike, these cars represent decades of passion, love, value, and wow as major achievements. The Rhino Connect NPO is doing incredible work. The Fast Festival 2026 definitely has something in store for all the adrenaline peeps and petrol heads. Think high-speed F1 simulators and pit stop challenges where everyone loves cars to get experience, a little bit of some adrenaline rush, something to get all your hearts racing. And then the Gentleman's Table, Life, Money and Manners for the Modern Man is this month's Trendz Live Book Club selection, and the author is in the building. It's all happening right here, right now. This is Trendz Live. We're coming to you live from Auckland Park, Johannesburg. Welcome to Trendz Live. My name is Mngeti, but you can call me Mne. Thank you so much for allowing us into your home. Please join our online conversation on X. Our handle on X is @Trendz on SABC. We kickstart the show tonight with something really somber. The award-winning veteran actor Seputla Sebogodi has been laid to rest at the Silicon Cemetery in Polokwane, Limpopo. Sebogodi passed on last Wednesday from diabetes-related complications, and we know that scores of artists, family members and friends bid farewell to the thespian who's been described as a humble giant. Have a look.
A musical send-off for a man who has been described as hardworking and passionate. Sebogodi's family says despite his busy work schedule, he always made time for them.
Thank you for every laughter we shared, every hug, every road trip, every conversation, and thank you for visiting me in Grahamstown on your last days. You were more than just my father. You were my safe space, no matter what happened alive. I always knew I could come back to you, knowing that I can't call you anymore. Hear your voice and hear you say, "What's up, my dog?" Kundus in the grave. It's a pain I don't know how to put into words.
Part of his career accolades was receiving 2 SAFTA awards for his role as Kenneth Mashaba in Generations and Moses in the Republic in 2010 and 2020 respectively. His colleagues say his commitment to grooming the next generation of artists is commendable.
The way in which he lived his life with absolute exuberance. He made sure he fulfilled every single mandate given to him by his creator. He made sure that whether it was singing, whether it was speaking, whether it was inspiring the youth, whether it was acting, he did it to the fullest extent. Not only that, he also touched the hearts of every single person he came across.
A call was made for artists to unite to collectively champion for better working conditions. The sun set for Sebogodi at the age of 63. His legacy will always be remembered and his craft be sorely missed in the acting industry.
May his soul rest in peace. Now, the 2026 Dundee July horse racing event took place this past weekend at Endumeni Racecourse in Dundee, KwaZulu-Natal. Held under the theme Elegantly African, KuLit. The event celebrated Africa's rich cultural heritage through bold Ankara prints, traditional regalia and striking runway-inspired fashion, alongside the excitement of premier traditional horse racing. The annual spectacle once again brought together thousands of racing enthusiasts, fashion lovers and cultural ambassadors for an unforgettable celebration of sports, style and heritage. Trendz live producer Rendi Tubani, who also embraced the theme and style, takes us on a colorful journey through one of KwaZulu-Natal's most anticipated cultural sporting events. Have a look.
"21 years and still going strong. This horse racing event certainly did not disappoint, pulling out all the stops for an unforgettable celebration of music, lifestyle, fashion, as well as entertainment. Music lovers from across the country got invited to experience the very best that Dundee has to offer as this iconic event reaches new heights. Over the years, the Dundee July experience has grown into one of KwaZulu-Natal's most anticipated entertainment spectacles. Dr. Zbusiso Ndebele, now the board chairperson of TKZN, explains how this concept began.
Well, it's 2005. I had just become premier the previous year. And the issue, of course, arose out of the Durban July. That Durban July is synonymous with KwaZulu-Natal. And the people who train those horses are black African youth. So the question that I was asking as a premier was how come does it happen that there are no black jockeys, whereas it is them who actually train those horses. So there is no question of lacking of skills. They actually train the horses. And out of that discussion, we then agreed that we'll ensure that this Durban July is representative. But in the meantime, let us also create this one. Because when you have got a Department of Sports and Recreation, how do African people recreate? And one of the outstanding ways in which they recreate is horse riding. It's indigenous to African people from the 1820s, in fact. So how do they recreate is this one. And in these areas of Dundee, Newcastle, Anauza, Bedville, and all those areas, that is a natural thing. So this has now attracted a lot of following.
I touched base with some of the winners as various competitions unfolded at this event, where designers showcased their work, celebrating authenticity and taking pride in their heritage. Creativity truly takes a beautiful kind of courage. Mxolisi Ndimande Mthembu won Best Male Designer, and he emphasized that it was very easy for him to play a critical role in this category because most of the time it's what he's already done. And for him to win this category, it means quite a lot. He believes that this particular event has opened doors for him and definitely pushes him to work much harder.
I decided to take a chance this year since it suits the theme for Dundee July, since it's traditional, which I decided to do the weaving using binding to create my own fabric using binding. I was inspired by the buildings in Cape Town, the boutique, colorful houses.
Not only did guests and participants measure up to the theme, but they also expressed gratitude and joy for platforms that give them spaces to shine, to connect, inspire, and reflect. This is what some of them had to say.
I'd like to believe that fashion chose me, because honestly, I never thought I would do fashion as a career. I never thought fashion would be something I do for a living. It just started as an escape for me, because for some reasons I always believed I wasn't beautiful enough. Well, I grew up being told I was not beautiful. So somehow wearing something different, wearing something beautiful would, like I thought people would maybe shift the focus from my face and then maybe focus on what I'm wearing. That's how it all started. So when I started making my clothes, people started placing orders even before I went to the fashion school. They actually pushed me to go and do fashion.
Njengoba ngila namhlanje kwi-Dundee July okuwona mdlalo omkhulu kakhulu kuthina ngoba thina singabantu abamnyama masibona into enhle kangaka la eDundee singabantu abamnyama thina kithi siyibona iyinto enkulu futhi iyinto ethina esigugumezelayo ukuthi asiqhubeke.
Everyone honored the theme and came out extremely excited. The Dundee July 2026 was yet again a huge success.
Sure, what a success it was. It looked so fun. I'm almost jealous I wasn't there. All right, on to this now. South Africa's hypercars, built for speed, precision and performance, were turning heads this past weekend at the Kyalami Grand Prix Circuit. Now, in its 5th year, the Supercar Rhino Run has evolved into a major charity event in support of orphaned rhino calves through the Rhino Connect NPO. For many enthusiasts, these cars represent years of passion and achievement, but the true value isn't under the bonnet. Trendz Live presenter Candy found the impact beyond the track. Let's ride.
These are some of the most powerful machines on Mzansi's road. Leading a convoy from Soweto to Kyalami, they're driving a mission far greater than the track. The Supercar Rhino Run brought together the country's hypercars community and conservation champions, turning automotive passion into action in the fight to protect our iconic rhinos.
Rhino Connect is a really proud South African non-profit company. You know what, we believe strongly that South Africans need to take responsibility for our wildlife, of which rhino is a very important part. Now, because currently we're losing 1 rhino per day still to poaching. We have so many calves in different orphanages that today is all about, getting milk for these little babies.
This is an opportunity to take the fight for rhino conservation to a global audience. For Ferris Car's co-owner, it's proof that luxury and responsibility can exist together.
The most rewarding part about this event for me is just seeing how everybody comes together to help make it work. From the communities we get involved in, the businesses, the schools. I promise you, everybody just manages to find a way to come together to help make it work, and the numbers just keep climbing. I think people have become a bit numb to the idea of rhino poaching and the conservation issues that we have in this country. And I guess ultimately it's up to us to protect our heritage and to protect our wildlife, and especially the kids. That's why we try to have as many kids as spectators as possible. Ultimately, they're the future custodians of our heritage and our wildlife, and of course we want to motivate them to want to do something about it.
Beyond the cars and the track, the event is creating awareness, generating support and changing perceptions around what the supercar community can represent.
Today, as you guys can see, we are here at the Kyalami Grand Prix, one of the craziest events of all time. And honestly speaking, it's for a very good cause to raise funds for the rhinos. We are very happy to be here.
It's history in the making. As traditional Africans, we've never been exposed to motorsports, but we've always had a passion for cars, fast cars, speed, and even racing. So when we connect it to wildlife, people are often shaken by things that are close to their hearts. Some people love cars, some people love wildlife. So I think merging the two to bring 2 passions is actually a brilliant idea. So well done to the organizers.
I'm standing with Mbali and I'm super excited because it seems as though we broke the world record. Am I right? Is that what I'm hearing? Is that true?
Well, we're still verifying that, so we're going to put a hold. I have 2 expert witnesses with me. They're helping me verify. What a supercar is always contentious, so we have a lot of muscle cars, great performing cars, but it's about prestige, it's about engineering, it's about performance, and so our experts are helping me take care of that.
So I have to stay close to this woman to see if we actually break the world record. Thank you, Mbali. Indeed, South Africa officially made history with the Supercar Rhino Run breaking the Guinness World Records title with 243 verified vehicles. This was a powerful reminder that passion can drive purpose as the fight to protect one of Africa's most iconic species continues every day.
That's truly incredible. Listen, we're going to take a quick ad break. When we come back, we've got something for the coffee lovers, and then we sit down with Thabo Eugene Imparts. We're for the Trendz Live Book Club. You don't want to miss it. It's Trendz Live. Stick around. Welcome back to Trendz Live. Listen, coffee lovers will agree, just like I do, there's nothing quite like the aroma of a freshly brewed cup of coffee. This week, Trendz Live producer Rendi Tubane headed to Phoka Coffee Shop, nestled in the heart of the Golden Gate Highlands National Park at the Kgodumodumo Dinosaur Interpretation Center and Glen Rhiannon Rest Camp in the Free State. There, she experienced one of their signature brews and discovered what makes this coffee spot a favorite amongst visitors to the park. Have a look.
Nothing quite like a Free State winter. Oh my. The scenery is absolutely gorgeous. The air is so fresh. And on that note, it is quite cold. So come with me and let's go see what Phoka Coffee has in store for us. Phoka is a term used in rich cultural and historical layers, one of which meaning to indulge or to drink slowly. In collaboration with the Highland Coffee Roastery, Phoka Coffee introduces their own custom roasted coffee beans. Co-founder of this cafe, Kgodumodumo, talks to us about how it all began and what the journey has been like thus far.
It's a play on words. Phoka means to drink, basically, to indulge in hot beverages. And then Phoka has a bit of Rebafuke. So I think a lot of people do know what this means. Phoka is like a clan name. We are creating a culture of drinking coffee amongst black people, because for the longest time, coffee has always been a white people thing. So first things first, our culture, or rather our purpose, is to teach people about coffee, educating our people that we also can drink coffee and learn about it and actually love it. Yeah, and actually really enjoy it, not just for aesthetics or just for vibes.
Mufokeng explains how this coffee space prefers its customers' taste on their palates. She talks about the types of coffee they make and sell, as well as the importance of creating a culture and keeping it. Small town or not, they are quite unapologetic and intentional about what they serve, which is quite superb.
Phoka Coffee is a specialty coffee shop. So what that means is that we sell strictly espresso-based coffees. Yeah, so specialty means that we don't do your instant coffees that we have at home. So all the espresso-based, your cappuccino, your cafe latte, your Americano, your mocha, you know, so that's what we're about. People love our place. They think it's beautiful, which I'm really glad about. And second thing, which is very important, they love our coffee. Coffee lovers love our coffee and they appreciate it.
The aesthetic and overall look of this coffee shop is quite unique, drawing inspiration from the Basotho culture. The carefully selected colors reflect this heritage, creating a warm and authentic atmosphere that celebrates Basotho identity while offering customers a distinctive and memorable cafe experience.
When you look at our traditional wear, sometimes you'll find hints of those colors there. And then some are not too obvious, but we have a picture there, Yali Fielo. That was painted by an artist from back at home. So it also just blends with our culture as Basotho.
One of the baristas, Lebohang Motsoeneng, talks to us on what he enjoys most about working here.
It's all about experiences. It's a thing where we meet a lot of people from different countries. It teaches you how to be more and calm about your coffee and then be more confident.
Phoka Coffee is right in the hub of a cultural heritage. The Kgodumodumo Center is named after a legendary giant monster from Sesotho folklore, connecting visitors to local culture alongside scientific discoveries. What better way to enjoy your stay? Small towns filled with amazing surroundings will always be at the heart of attraction.
Look, promise me a good cup of coffee, then you have my attention. But let's go to this now. It's time for the Trendz Live Book Club. And tonight I'm sitting down with Thabo Eugene Mphatso, author of a book that uses one of the most relatable places we all know, the dinner table, to teach us about life, money, and success. It's called The Gentleman's Table, Life, Money, and Manners for the Modern Man. In his book, he breaks it down into simple, powerful lessons, and he is here to have a chat with us about it. Welcome, Tabo. Thank you for stopping by here at Trendz Live.
Thank you so much for allowing me to sit on your table and inviting me here.
Oh man, how many ways do I love this book? It's incredible. The Gentleman's Table, Life, Money and Manners for the Modern Man.
Yes,
what a
sir.
title, what a book. Why this title and why this book?
Look, initially the book was supposed to be titled Gents, Let's Eat, but first, Table Manners. Mostly because of a business deal that I was involved in that went sour. But as I was writing, I then realized that, you know what, these dinner principles that we were taught growing up actually talk to more than just money. They talk to relationships, they talk to life in general. So let's just make the book about everything.
I love that. I mean,
Correct.
you mentioned gents, but I have to ask, who is this book written for? Because I mean, I'm sure it goes deeper than just, oh, gents, let's eat.
No, look, I get a lot of questions regarding whether the book is it only for a gentleman or not. But look, we do have women of influence. We do have in relationships, I mean, you obviously involved with a woman. So they're also seated with us at the table. So never mind the title. Let's deal with the life, money, issues.
You know what it reminds me of? I think it was Steve Harvey's. think like a woman, act like a man.
Act like a woman.
Yeah, that's the one. That's
like
the one.
Correct.
All right, Tabo, let's dive in. Look, at the very beginning of the book, this is in chapter 3 now, you tackle discipline and temptation. You call it you say avoiding temptation. So you said you eat the food, but you know that it's bad for you in the end. Let's chat about avoiding temptation, right? Fast money, get rich quick schemes, spending to cope with stress. How does one build that muscle to walk away from something before it costs you dearly?
Look, the chapter that you're referring to is some foods will get you in trouble and you know it.
That's
Look,
the one.
we all have those moments in life where I know for myself, chicken licken doesn't go well with my system.
Yeah.
For you, it could be cake. To anyone else, it could be something else. But the temptation of wanting to eat it or craving it is the problem. Sometimes we eat, we get in trouble. And I guess, you know, sometimes we know that the food will get us in trouble, but the problem that I have is we eat the food anyway. And how many times do we deal with relationships that we know that they're not good for us? I mean, you've seen the signs so many times. How many times are you going to keep on getting into debt, buying expensive cars, just trying to live a lavish life, knowing that that is not good for you? So you may end up getting full for a certain time or a certain period, but the results lead to sometimes it's unrepairable.
Yeah, detrimental.
Detrimental,
And we do that to ourselves as human beings. It's
Correct.
crazy. Look, we opened it up to viewers. We said, listen, Tabo is going to be in studio if you've got any questions that you want to ask him. This one is from Menzi. And Menzi says, in chapter 6, you warn against lifestyle inflation and overcommitting. In a world that celebrates hustle and doing everything, how do we know when we're taking on too much? What's the one practical way you've learned to say no in order to protect your long-term growth?
Look, taking on too much, you can tell when you're not, and I mean, this book is written for me as well because this is one chapter that I struggle with. Always at the office, trying to work, trying to achieve this, trying to achieve that. But ultimately, you feel it in the loneliness of your heart. You sit at home or you go back home to an empty space where you don't spend time with loved ones, your families are wherever. And emotionally, when you get to bed, you can feel it, that, you know what, I'm overcooking myself or I'm overstretching myself. So that's one way you can see.
That's so crazy. And I mean, you know, in this world of, you can't have one income stream, the economy is bad. Tabo, you know this, bro.
I know this. That's correct.
So this is definitely particularly difficult. I want to go back to the analogy of Ubuntu, because that's something that you also highlight in the book. And I love the analogy of the table here, right? I am because you are. And the whole idea of let's sit at the table and share together. How has that multiplied the impact in your own life, applying those principles to say the table is set, let's come sit together and eat?
Look, I should maybe say this. The entire book is based, or rather the entire dining experience is centered around Ubuntu. You can't come to my house after I cooked a nice meal. You can smell it from the kitchen. And I want to dish up for myself, but then I wait for you to leave.
Oh, I can,
you know?
but I will not.
You can, but you will not.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So there's a certain underlying understanding that if you come over to my place, I open up my doors for you. I need to dish up food for you, and that is what life is all about. Making sure that everyone who's close to you, your friends, the family, seated around. It could be a table of love, a table of money, table of business, table of employment. That everybody gets a share. There's no need to hog the table and keep the food all to yourself. Because what are you actually going to do with that? I mean, if you are manager somewhere or you are the head of a department, what are you going to do with all the positions when you don't want other people to be hired? Hey. And, you know, money has this thing where, I'm not saying now the millionaires must splash around their money on people, but what are you going to do with 1 billion rand?
No,
or
really.
100? It's just sitting there. So why don't you come to the table with us? Let's share this thing or this meal that you have in your bank account.
And let's help each other grow it. I'm going to
true.
get into trouble because we don't have a lot of time, but I have to take this one from Nathan. Nathan takes us back to chapter 3. He says, you extend the idea of bad food to unhealthy relationships, things like dishonesty, manipulation, financial irresponsibility. Now, he asks, what are the red flags you've learned to not ignore anymore? And how has listening to that inner warning system protected your finances, your peace, and your relationships? Very quickly.
Lies, number 1. Cheating, number 2. Let's just leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that. Tama, where can we find the Gentleman's Table, Life, Money, and Manners for the Modern Man?
Look, at the moment, we are still on Instagram. So my Instagram handle is Eugene Mphatswe. That's EUGENEMPHATSOE. You can just place your order there, but in a month or so, we'll be on Take a Lot.
We love it. The Gentleman's Table, Life, Money, Manners for the Modern Man. I wish we had more time to chat about this, but please go out to his Instagram and then go find the book and read the book. We're going to take a quick break. It's more of Trendz Live when we return. Stick around. You're still watching Trendz Live on SABC. Now, whether you're a lifelong petrol head or just love an unforgettable day out, FastFest has something to get your heart racing. From high-speed F1 simulators to pit stop challenges, car lovers who visited Cresta Shopping Center were treated with some adrenaline rush in between their errands. Trendz Live producer Annelisa Vilemu takes us on this ride. Have a look.
A 12-day festival of non-stop automotive action and family entertainment, FastFest returns bigger and faster, transforming this shopping center into Johannesburg's ultimate destination for car enthusiasts, collectors, families, and anyone with a passion for all things on wheels.
We are here at Cresta for FastFest festival, which started on the 16th of July and ends on the 26th of July. So this is the family event. We have free activations for the whole family to enjoy. We have Formula One simulators that can be enjoyed by the whole family.
Shoppers got to put their driving skills to the test with SA's most realistic, full-sized F1 simulators and felt the exhilarating experience of driving an F1 car.
We wanted to celebrate Formula One culture. We do love to host events that everyone can come to from all over Johannesburg. So this was something that was luxury, but that combines sports that can be enjoyed for the whole family. So we wanted to provide entertainment.
From passionate collectors and racing fans to weekend shoppers looking for something different, FastFest delivers an unforgettable celebration of automotive culture in one exciting destination. Exhibitor Yadre walks us through his crowd-pleasing sports memorabilia pieces that shoppers can grab for their offices, homes, and man caves.
We've been invited by FastFest at Cresta Mall to do an exhibition. I deal in autographed sports memorabilia, MotoGP, Formula One, and also other sports. My memorabilia tells a story. Everybody remembers where they were when we won the 2019 Rugby World Cup. Everybody remembers where we were at the 2023 World Cup. It's history. And my frames tell a story.
The excitement doesn't stop there. Shoppers can explore a wide variety of interactive stalls, from high-stakes pit stop challenges, where you can test your speed, go head-to-head with friends, and walk away with awesome prizes.
Usually there's like a lot of people that come to, they're very interested, and most people don't know that it's free of charge. So people are scared usually like to come, and they're like, no, maybe it costs money. No, it's free, and I literally just like roam around and try to get people to try our new things and experiment with all of our things here, like the F1 simulator. The F1 is Formula 1 is very popular, and it gives people a chance to actually sit behind and feel the adrenaline of sitting in an F1 car. This is the pit stop challenge. So usually you check how fast you can change a tire within 1 minute and 30 seconds, and you can get a prize if you do. And I just show people the challenges. They can take pictures over here when they win. Some people, they challenge each other on the pit stop challenge.
The best thing about the FastFest 2026 is that it's completely free, making it even better to experience Joburg's fast-growing automotive culture.
As a Formula 1 fan, I would be right at home. Now, artificial intelligence is making its way into just about every industry, and skincare is no exception. From analyzing what's happening beneath the surface of your skin to recommending treatments tailored specifically to your needs, technology is changing the way we approach beauty and wellness. Trendz Live producer Puleng Mulibati went on a rather unusual date with AI to see how this technology is helping people put their best face forward as we head into spring.
I had a date with AI at a skincare establishment where AI-empowered skin scanner evaluated my skin, identified areas of concern, and recommended treatments as we're heading into spring.
It starts from when you were young, unfortunately, and it all catches up later in life when you get older.
Yeah.
So pigmentation, acne, and that is where we come in and educate our clients, which is a big role in understanding your skin, understanding the process.
And a consultation is a very essential part of the beginning of the treatment journey, right? It's a crucial part. It's the point where we determine the client's skin tone, the client's skin type. What is your lifestyle like? What is your budget like? What are your expectations? It's very important for us to manage expectations from the get-go. As much as you have an expectation coming in doing a treatment, we also have an expectation toward the client as well, right? So it helps give us a guideline to create a program that will obviously benefit the client in the long run.
Our AI scan is the skin scanner device that you put your chin on, and that scans your skin. So AI, intelligence, and that looks deeper within the skin.
Excuse how I look, it's like 9 o'clock at night.
And most people forget that our skin is a living organ. So there's internal factors and external factors that affect our skin. And this is where we give professional guidelines in how your skin will get better, or provide that treatment program, and it's showing them over these few months, this is what we're going to be doing on the skin, and explaining and educating. That's the important part of a consultation, and what the expectations of your journey is.
Advanced technology is changing the way professionals understand and treat our skin.
There are a number of factors. We've got to take into consideration medication, lifestyle, stress, external factors, internal factors, what's happening inside of the body, what products are you using, are you exercising? You may live a healthy lifestyle, but you're often running outside and your exposure to the sun may be the issue. So adjusting according to your lifestyle, that really makes a difference in skincare as well.
So I want to talk about the latest skin technologies that you have introduced and what their functions are.
Okay, so we do offer a few technologies at Revive Skin and Body Clinic. So currently we have our carboxytherapy machine. This is where we inject medical CO2 into the treated area. We've got our Endumeni machine where we could do facial contouring as well as body contouring, and our hydrofacial machine, which does a number of, which actually has a number of benefits for different type of skin types.
Ah, we love to see it. Now, the Free State offers diverse ranges of activities from hiking and wildlife safaris to cultural tours and many more, catering to all types of travelers. It without a doubt rather thrives in nature and outdoor adventures. Tonight, we take a look at how Trendz live producer Rendi Tsubane spent some of her time in the eastern part of the province in a small town, Clarens, exploring some of these activities. Have a look.
Small towns have become popular for always hitting the mark, especially when it comes to catering for different types of travelers. One spot loved by hikers that we visited was the path and hike to enchanting Mushroom Rock. The hiking trails offer stunning views of the terrain and its unique geologic formation. Each of these trails also give a unique experience that is absolutely worth exploring. Our next adventure was quad biking, where we did a 15-kilometer ride up and down the mountains. Co-owner of Maluti Mountain Tours, Shane Brits, tells us why visitors love it so much here.
We don't just sell feet through the door, we sell adventure, we sell an experience. Everything of ours is a 4x4 orient to it. So we do 4x4 tours into Lesotho, we do 4x4 quad biking. Everything is a rugged adventure where the guests actually gets to experience tires on the ground, dust in the air, mountain views, no man-made objects for 360 degrees. We love our guests having a zest for life, and we can help them reach that zest.
As our conversation with Brits continues, he shares what he hopes every guest will take away from these unforgettable experiences.
People get caught up in the Johannesburg, Bloemfontein, KZN hustle and bustle, and we want that escape for you. We want you to be in the mountains where you can forget all of your problems and you can just listen to the silence. If we are running a quad tour, the biggest traffic jam we're going to encounter is my neighbor's cattle in the road. We don't have that hustle and bustle out here, and that's the wonderful thing about this untouched and unspoiled land.
Our next stop took us to the Khoisan Cave, which has become a historical monument. As we then continued our journey back on the quad bikes, it started to snow, and oh, what a lovely experience. An adventure worth it indeed. Some exquisite memories have definitely been created. The Eastern Cape is without a doubt one of the most gorgeous provinces around.
We're going to take a quick ad break. When we come back, we celebrate the legendary Don Mattera, and then we've got something for the nightlifers in Johannesburg. You don't want to go anywhere. Stick around. Time this evening. Welcome back to Trendz Live. Now, here's a story of a towering figure in South African literature, journalism and cultural life. The late Ntate Don Mattera's legacy was recently celebrated on Mandela Day. Many gathered at the Apartheid Museum to unveil the Don Mattera's obituary installation, and in conjunction with the museum, the Don Mattera Legacy Foundation saw it befitting to launch on the same day he passed away in 2022. Trendz Live witnessed this installation, realizing what a phenomenal man he truly was. Have a look.
A memorial of an honorable man who served his country until his passing at age 85. His obituary installation is mounted on the walls of the Apartheid Museum, a perfect home where the narratives of other South African struggle heroes are exhibited.
We tried to show that the struggle against apartheid was multifaceted, and that arts and culture and you know, the role of musicians and poets and writers and theatre actors, you know, it made a huge contribution to the struggle. It's never too late to honor a figure like Don Mattera, who made a massive contribution to our country culturally, historically, and in terms of preserving memory. And most notably in his autobiography, Memory is the Weapon, which is still in print and in circulation.
Revered for his poetic and journalistic brilliance, Mattera's voice captured the pain and resilience of a nation under apartheid. While it sought to destroy, words became his refuge and culture his weapon of liberation. He persistently chronicled the everyday lives of Black South Africans with lyricism, anger, and compassion. His work resonates as the soul of storytellers and poets' work.
There's a sentimental and intrinsic sort of value that he adds into my overall thinking, and also my approach. More than approach to writing, but also approach to deliver, or call it performance. Don's poetry is not so rhetoric to a large extent. It's almost like a song, you know, and even the way that he formulates his words is very rhythmic. You know, I mean, they call it lyrical poetry. There's quite a couple of us that do this similarity in Don's poetry, where the sentiments have a lot to do with articulating the condition of a Black people.
A family man who instilled great principles in the communities he reached, Mattera's sister remembers her incredible brother.
The Mattera family are honored. They are honored for my brother being recognized for who he actually was. You know, what I call an unsung hero. But it matured now. Everybody knows who Don Mattera was. His legacy must live forever. For people to know what we went through as South Africans in that era. And what the people must remember the most is compassion. Compassion, respect, and love each other. That is what Don Mattera stood for.
Mattera's autobiography remains a seminal account illustrating the power of personal and collective memory. His foundation's purpose is to preserve his work and live out his mantra of compassion for generations.
Memory is the weapon. That's the mantra. As an author and a poet, he will be remembered through his writings. We still have 18 unpublished works that still need to be done. For writers, read his work, read his memoirs. They will tell you what is the way to go. Storytelling. For activists, there's a story in there for everyone living in South Africa today about how we must never repeat the sins of the past.
A legend who lived and fulfilled his cause. Memory was his weapon, culture his resistance, and freedom his promise.
What a legend indeed. Now, for years, whiskey has been associated with tradition, tailored suits, cigars, and a very specific image. But that perception is beginning to change as experiential events are introducing a new generation to whiskey through fashion, culture, and self-expression. Trendz live producer Puleng Mulibati attended one such event to see how guests are redefining what whiskey culture actually looks like.
Experiential events are becoming the new way for brands to connect with consumer, blending entertainment and fashion for immersive experiences.
What do you think nightlife has become? Has it become social, fashionable because of the influencer period where everybody's got a camera out, or it's a bit of everything?
I think nightlife has always been a social thing, but I do think that it has become something it's a bit too crazy for me these days. I try not to go to clubs and stuff if I don't have to. But yeah, it's just for me, like, let's just always be responsible.
How do you feel about the fashion tonight?
The fashion tonight has been dope. Everybody looks grown and sexy. Everyone's, you know, aware that it's winter, but still looks amazing. You know, we've got the furs, we've got the prints, we've got the leather jackets, you know. So, yeah, I think everybody looks good. And it's nice to go to an event where everyone looks good because then you don't feel like you're overdressed. It's like, yeah, we all made an effort, you know? Yeah.
Events like these are creating spaces where people don't just discover product, they become part of the story.
It's one of the worst pieces for whiskey is that we see an old man in a suit having a cigar, and whiskey is just meant to be enjoyed. Drink it how you like it and drink it how you want it. You know, if you like it with cream soda or you like it with Coke, drink it how you like it and enjoy whiskey at the best of the way that you like it.
Versatility, because you can have it in any type of cocktail, mix it with any type of dash, and it still tastes good. So when I hear Monkey Shoulder, I definitely think versatility, and I also think culture. I'm very happy to have been at all the events, and they've always tapped into something new, whether it be art, fashion, and now something grown and sexy like this. So definitely very versatile.
All right, so leather is always in season, especially now that we are like in the height of winter. I love what you did. You are giving cowboy, but very modern.
I wanted to feel very chilled, very cool, very chic today. And because I know it's a day of like having a nice whiskey. I didn't want to feel tight or anything. I just wanted to feel chic, nice, relaxed, but
This is giving proper vintage. Did you inherit this?
Yes, I did, actually. Yes. All of this is my dad except this. Yeah.
What did you think you were going to wear this to?
The event. She sent me the poster and it said old fashioned, so I decided I might as well stick to the theme. Yeah, and he actually dressed me today. We spent time actually planning the outfit together, so yes.
I took this coat from my mom, but I just felt that I don't want to dress like her. I just want to add a bit of myself to it. I can just add a little piece of vintage of I'm more of a skinny woman, just a little bit of vintage. But when I dress up, I should be part of the outfit and not just forced to be something that I'm not.
You don't want to dress like your mother. What's wrong with your mother's style?
What I'm saying is that I don't want to be her.
Beyond the fashion and the drinks, the event highlighted a broader shift in the lifestyle space.
Oh man, I think there's nothing wrong with our parents' style. In fact, we should stick to it. Listen, unfortunately, that's all we have time for, but fear not, we're back again next week, Saturday at 8 p.m. If you missed the show, then you can catch up with us on our SABC News YouTube page or on SABC Plus. But you can call me Mne from my heart to yours. Bye-bye.